Is there any legislation, any policy coming down the pike when it comes to that? Because it sounds like you're more for a all platform approach here, all big tech approach. Is there any legislation you're working on or other members of Congress working on to ensure that that happens?
Um, there's nothing been introduced this year, but we are actively having those conversations and working on it. And as a member of the bipartisan AI task force that has been set up, addressing data privacy is one of our key priorities. I also have a bill focused specifically on reproductive and sexual health data called the My Body, My Data Act that would prohibit companies from selling or sharing any data related to sexual or reproductive health, which will protect at least that specific subsect of data.
In a press conference earlier, you did call this the Red Scare. Do you think CCP fears of CCP influence, do you think those are overblown?
I think it's clear that our adversaries are trying to influence how we think about things the same way that our adversaries have been engaging in propaganda for decades, if not longer. I think what's important is that we understand what actually matters in terms of being able to have a population that is resilient to that kind of propaganda. And to me, one of the things that makes the United States so special is that we stand up for freedom of information and speech and journalism all around the world. We actually, get mad at other countries when they are not allowing certain social media sites in their country. And so I think just doing the exact same thing actually makes us worse off. And there are ways to address these threats in a more thoughtful way.
This isn't an outright TikTok ban. Do you think that TikTok has been a force of good in the United States then, or do you think that there are national security fears that are valid here?
I think there are legitimate national security concerns. I don't think that this solution will actually solve those concerns.
Former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi did say this. It's not an attempt to ban TikTok, it's an attempt to make TikTok better. What's your response to that?
I respect Speaker Pelosi a lot. She's been an amazing mentor of mine. As I have been looking at the bill and having conversations, I think the timeline for the sale is very short. I think what we could end up seeing is that, that's not enough time for a big sale like this to actually go through. And also, frankly, I'm worried that we're potentially going to see more consolidation in the social media sector that is already quite consolidated.
Congresswoman, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate the conversation. You're welcome back anytime.